What's up, everybody? I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I can, but this is basically right there. Sonic Fan states, or Sonic Fan, or let's just say, Fan states the Back to the Resistance, or Sonic Fan says says they return to the Resistance. It's basically going to say something like that. You're probably wondering what they mean by return or back to the resistance. Well, basically this person is back to being against Sally's redesign. I know that sounds crazy. I'll provide a link down below to this so you guys can read it yourself and see who it's from. But this is what this person says, and I quote what they say, and this is what they say. This is what they said. They said that they did this about a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, so I can't remember. But this is what they said, and I quote what they say. And I quote, "You know what? I changed my mind. There, I said it. After letting some time pass, I realized that I have been wrong. That I realized that I have been wrongly persuaded by the quote-unquote enemy side. I'm, capitalized, not for Sally's new 2013 look. I'm not. Not if it's permanent, anyway. I slowly progressed back to the resisting side, and I'm staying with it. I don't want to cause any more arguments, so I disabled comments on this one. I'm tired of arguing, but I am, capitalized, not tired of giving my opinion. I gave a speech a few days ago about how fictional characters need to be protected, and that whole speech was inspired by this. I nailed the speech, by the way. Anyway, in my speech, my main points were about how when characters are changed, it creates chaos. Fandoms are split, and fans of the same character go head-to-head between those for the new change and those against it. It erases the past as well. The old fandoms are being forgotten and replaced by the newer generation of fandoms, and it tends to anger and insult the previous generations. So yeah, I'm back on the other side. I'm against Sally's new design. I mean, yes, I understand that characters need progress and be updated once in a while to stay. But I believe that these updates shouldn't be so drastic. Like Sally's new design is drastic. Compare her update to the other Freedom Fighters updates. Their, capitalized their, new looks were based off the old ones at least. Sally's is hardly based on her old one at all. They gave her a new hairstyle, they gave her a shirt, they gave her shorts, they closed her vest, they made her eyes larger, they take away the fur on her cheeks, they give her gloves, they give her bracelets, and they give her new boots. The only parts that were based off her original design are her hair, boots, and vest. That's it. Everyone's saying that, quote-unquote, she doesn't look like a Sonic character with her original design. And I think, quote-unquote, WTF, what the fuck, capitalized, yes she does. I absolutely find no reason why she doesn't look like a Sonic character. She has the big hands and feet. She has the eyes. She has the original Sonic style, at least when Yarlin and Bates draw her. The problem is not that she doesn't look like a Sonic character. The problem is that artists like Steven Butler and Patrick Spaz don't make her look like a Sonic character. I'm not saying that they are bad artists, except for Patrick Spaz, he's bad. But they should, capitalize, not draw for the Sonic comics. The style of Sonic characters is supposed to be cartoony, short, cute cartoon anamorphic animals that have largest hands, not tall, buff, / slutty, bony humans crossed with animal species with tiny hands. They make the characters look too human. Yes, they are anthropomorphic, but they are supposed to behave, capitalized behave, like humans, and look, capitalized look, like animals. Also, I believe if they should give her a new look, it should be something along the lines of what I suggested, and they provide a link to what they suggest. It's based off her original design, and capitalized and, it is an update. Not to mention the picture, not to mention this picture brings up a good point as well. And there's a link to that picture as well, which I think pretty much a lot of you have seen already. Basically, where Sally herself is questioning why she's wearing this new design. Continuing on, and I quote, "And I'm sick of hearing about, quote unquote, Sally needs a shirt and shorts because she's a girl. No, she doesn't. They're actually doing this to Barbara Koala too. They are fully clothing her. It's crap. It's like I said before. The reason I love the Archie comics so much is because they believe my beliefs. That a female character doesn't need to be clothed to be a character. They thought outside the box, and I liked it. And there are only two other characters, and they are only two other characters away from completely erasing that message. It's a sexist, closed-minded lie, and expectation, or exception, or expectation, or exception, whatever it is. I do not want to become a cartoonist and be told that whatever character I design needs to be fully clothed. If it's an animal character, of course. If it's an animal character, of course. That's what they say. And one more thing. About her missing cheek fur. What the heck is up with that? That makes absolutely no sense. And no one out there can tell me it does. She's supposed to look like the rest of her family. Her mother, her father, her brother. They all have cheek fur, and now all of a sudden she doesn't? I know a lot of you like the design, but only because you saw it first. Had you not seen a visual, a majority of you would have most likely declined the redesign. But no, instead you saw the design, had a taste for it, and completely forgot about the issues behind it. It's bullcrap. Total, absolute bullcrap. It's not bullcrap that you like the design. I like it too. It's bullcrap that you're willing to give up the Sally Acorn you all grew up with in Sat.am and the whole, capitalized, whole past of comics to keep a new design that replaces her original look almost completely. The only reason that you protect the design now is because you like her shorts or you like the new hair. That's how Archie is reeling you all in. Pornography. Or propaganda. Propaganda, that's what it is. Now, it's like I've been saying, quote unquote, I'm okay with them using the new design as long as they don't make it permanent. She could later come to ditch the short, she could later come to ditch the shirt, shorts, and gloves, and that would be her new redesign. This way everyone is happy. She'll be updated, she won't be completely gone, and those that love her new design will have it for a while. I'm not trying to argue, I'm trying to preserve the Sally Acorn I love in a peaceful, compromising way. They should not make her new design permanent, and they should, capitalize, definitely not change her eyes and get rid of her cheek fur. That is just dumb. Alright. I understand exactly where this person's coming from. I mean, it's like I said. It's like I've said before in other videos, and I've said in some texts as well. what they could do with Sally is they could make her gonna go back and forth like they do with Bunny, or they did with Bunny, or whatever. Here's what I mean. When Bunny debuted her new cow design, when Sonic came back, did she always have it on? No. Only like when she was mostly on missions. Okay, only when she was mostly on missions, and sometimes just to be out and about. But there were several occasions that we saw her without it. So what does that tell you? It tells you they could go back and forth. And that's what this person's saying. They're saying, look, she could have the new design, but let her ditch it once in a while to go back to the original. And that would work. I'm not saying it wouldn't. But again, it all goes back to what I said in a two-part video yesterday. It's about the mandates. The mandates by Sega and whoever else is what's doing it. You know, people at Archie Comics, whether they're the writers, they're the artists, the editors, the people in charge, they can come out and say, oh, well, we're the ones that decided to do it. You know what, fine. You know, if they want to say they came out and decided to do it, that's okay. But I think they realize not a lot of people are going to buy that. Not a lot of people are going to buy that. But also, it's the fact that, you know, the mandate, whether it was by Archie themselves, or by Sega, or compromised by both, is again, just like I said in the other video, just like I said in yesterday's two-part video, it's all about the new generation. You see, the older generation, which I'm happy to be part of, you know, we'll look at Sally and we're like, yeah, she's part of the Sonic franchise. But if you're a new generation and you're, like, say, introduced through the series or the franchise through games like this, you would look at someone like Sally and Bunny and Antoine and Rotor, and you'd say, like, who are these characters? I don't remember them from the game. I don't know who they are. That's why the redesigns happen, because they're thinking, okay, I understand. They are part of the Sonic franchise, because they would have a Sega Sonic look. That's why it's happening. Whether someone at Archie Comics, the higher ups there, Sega, or Compromise of both, have called for it. Now, again, I do agree they could go back and forth with it, which would be a perfect compromise. You'd basically be saying, okay, the outfit that she's being put into could be like for missions, for her to go on missions. Well, her vest and boots could just be for like occasionally being around New Mobotropolis. And maybe going into Station Square or something like that. And that's it. But again, the reason for the redesign is the newer generations. Like I say, you have the newer generations introduced to Sonic through a game like this. And they pretty much won't know who Sally, Rotor, and Antoine and Bunny are because they won't know them from the games. And they won't even know about SatAM unless they go like to Netflix streaming, watch it there, go to YouTube, watch episodes there, download torrents, or be lucky enough to buy the box set. Or buy whatever, you know, N-Circle releases on DVD. That's the only way they would get to know who the characters are. So again, you know, that is why this is happening. You know, you could, and that's why some people, you know, don't like it, because they're thinking, why do this? Just because the new generation doesn't know who the characters are? Pretty much. But again, it's also an old saying that there are times that things need to be updated. You know, either we like it or not. You know, we could say, you know, we don't like what they're doing with Sally. We could say we don't like what they're doing with Bunny and Sonic. And, you know, we can all say that. But there's nothing really much we could do about it. And again, let's not forget, as Ian Flynn has pointed out, and Paul Kaminsky has pointed out, this is a rough draft. The design they showed off at New York Comic Con is a rough draft. He has basically said it's not finished, it's not complete. And even people like LaserX5, who's known as Jonathan83X here on YouTube, have agreed we just got to sit and wait and see what happens. So that's all I'm going to say in response to what I read there. Video response and comment down below if you like, and I'll talk to you all later. I'll provide a link down below to the to what I just read off, to that fan's journal, rant, whatever, and I'll talk to you all later.